Welcome to Darlington Raceway, 54 Corners Racing League, sponsored by Under Pressure Power Washing Services. Drivers are currently in their qualifying. I'm having a lot of frame drops for some odd reason, but I don't think y'all can really tell on that. So they're still in their qualifying. They actually literally have just gotten done with that. So I'll pull up the results here for you all. So first will be Kyle Smalley, second Chris Worrell, third Calvin Allison, fourth Walker Thomas, fifth David Shothouse, sixth Brendan Kohler, seventh Jordan Weaver, eighth Aiden Kirker, ninth Marcus Adams, 10th Zach Lindgren, 11th Brian Jones, 12th Roberto Ramirez, 13th Brad Peters, 14th Caden Henry Oaks, 15th Jared Wishon, 16th Dylan Holland, 17th Michael Anthony, 18th is James McKee, 19th will be, if I can get it to go down, J.R. Houston, 20th Nathan Darnell, and 21st Josh Duke. I believe Josh Duke is RC, so he will not count as a driver in this race. Waiting for some more people to grid. This track is a very quiet track too, is one thing that I have to remember that on. We're waiting on, I think, looks like actually only one more person to get in here now. As we are still live, it just looks like something on my end is not wanting to do something. I'm looking over, I'm kind of glancing at my TV screen. Yeah, so if we do kind of pause there, that's completely on me. There it is. It did right there. They've been working around getting our fiber better. So this fiber is actually relatively new fiber optic. I'll give them all a paint refresh too. Hopefully that doesn't take forever on that. No, it looks like it won't. But 183 laps. This is going to be fun. Darlington's honestly probably my favorite track too. I just like it a lot because you're right up on the edge of like dying and not dying. You're having to drive the wheels off the car, that's for dang sure. Driving the absolute wheels off of the car. You really don't want to be on the outside. I see more guys really on kind of the inside. Or, sorry, you want to be on the outside. Guys on the inside, they just don't like it. They do not like being kind of pinched where they are. They just get really squirmy. It's just not a fun feeling for them at all. They hate it. I believe lights are off, so the car yep, car will pull off. This time by Kyle Smalley and Chris Worrell will lead them to green. 183 laps here. The track called the Lady in Black. Starter has the flag in his hand. As green flag is in the air, we are underway here. Everybody makes off that turn pretty easy. Kyle Smalley, he will get the lead. We will kind of stay with that. I really want to see who can stay here. Stay for the high on the longest. Tires tend to wear out on exit, so guys will get really, really iffy on exits. You have to watch that. And one thing too, if you gas up too early, as we have a pass for the lead here, Worrell goes by Smalley. If you gas up too early off the exit of 1 and 2, you have kind of two options. You either get really tight, or your car will just want to snap around on itself, and it will just go absolutely haywire from that point on. You will not be having a very good time at all. And keep funneling off here. That's Josh. No, Josh Duke is in the race. I thought that was RC. I don't know why. I was probably going to get right up on his bumper and really just stay there more than anything else. I don't think he's really going to be able to make much of a pass yet. Passing on the inside is almost like non-existent here. This is a very outside line track. I mean, very outside line track. See, and I don't know why this is not wanting to receive everything correctly in it. I was good at it. And I will leave that comment in there. I don't know what is going on. Okay, now my drop frames are at 0. So it probably is honestly where they're messing with something. Now it's going back down. I spoke too soon. Just had somebody about eat it coming off the corner there. That might have been Walker. Got a little bit too jumpy there. Not Walker, that might have been. Who was I looking at? Third in line. I was looking at, I think it was Kirker. Maybe, yeah, that's Kirker. I saw that car yank down to the bottom there. It was not having fun. Might knock down the wall with him. Biggest mover right now is actually Walker. He's up 3 positions. That's the biggest mover so far. The biggest loser is Wishing. He is down 6 positions. I had to guess he's not back here because he wants to be either. Something happened to him. Watch, and you're gonna have to kind of diamond the corner off too. That's what you see most of these guys doing. You kind of wait till the car wants to set and then gets pointed. Then that's when you get back in the throttles. Kyle's looking. There he goes. Trying to get 2 for 1. Gonna get maybe 1. Gonna race with Shouthouse coming off the corner. I think Shouthouse will give him the spot. Yeah, he doesn't. One thing too about this track is you will find who wants to go 3 wide and who does not want to go 2 wide into the corner and who doesn't care to. I'm the person who doesn't care to go 2 wide in the corner. Because people will just bail out of the throttle completely. They're like, I don't want anything to do with this, and I love that. Because I am nuts with this car. I love this car at this track. With a little back there, I think, from somebody. See, Smalley does lose that. So we see I have like a little bit of a gap right now. Times are 29, mid 29s up here. These guys. Looks like they're not getting loose. Oh, Kirker is going to burn those tires off. I keep seeing him. That rear end steps out on him so many times. And he's going to eventually find out why he shouldn't be doing that, driving it so hard. When it comes and gets him, it's going to come and get him really good. And I mean really good. Allison just shot down to the bottom. That's what happens when you get loose off the corner. You lose a little bit of time right there, and you don't want to do that too often either, because once these tires get hot, especially in these next-gen cars, they just don't cool down. They get hot, and they just stay hot. I mean, and it's ridiculous on how hot they will get. It's like you're driving with ice blocks for tires pretty much after that point. kind of like, well, oh, here we go. As there we go. There's the looseness. Caden Henry Oaks, and I believe that was Michael Anthony got loose back there. Not surprised to see that car stepping out eventually. I knew it was going to happen sometime soon. This track, I believe it may be a little bit hotter. Let me pull up the weather. But now the track is at a 85 track temp, 78 air temp. Wind, so see if it goes up on their track temp. It should go down. Yeah, should go down for them. Should go. Have to see if it is, or see if it will. But Kohler's trying to get a spot on Molly now. Molly just hasn't had the same speed that he did earlier in qualifying. Again, it's only 18 laps in, so he does have time to let those tires come in for him. He very well could be a long run driver, as that's not how you almost didn't touch him. Not how you want to pass sometimes. Just use your car to turn. It'll work, but you may be wrecked after. I have a paint scheme run by Marcus Adams. I've not saw that one before. I think that's Balls Out Racing. Yes, that is. I believe that's a type of liquor, maybe? On his car, yeah, it looks like liquor. Some alcohol. James McKee's entered pit road. Oh, he has destroyed that right front. Right front of this track. If you don't have it, oh my gosh, you are going to find out. You are going to be plowing tight, and it's going to be ridiculous how tight you are. Will not be fun at all. Let's see. I want to see if he's getting loose. Who's getting loose yet? Both are loose, but you can see different gear. Walker's in fourth, Allison's in fifth. Allison's going to be saving the rear tires on exit, but he's not going to get that good of a drive off because of that. So it's going to hurt him pretty bad, but it's also going to save his rear tires. It's going to kill his right front more because he's not having the car to, or not helping the. Sorry, he's not having the car to help him turn. That's what I'm trying to say. When you have the car to help you turn, then it gets a little bit easier. Ricky Bobby. Was this in Talladega? No, not Talladega Nights. I can't remember what the name of it was now. Days of Thunder. So Who's that? Wait, is that somebody on the apron? Who is that? I'm just seeing stuff. Oh, so that is a nice paint scheme from Weaver. I like that. That's a very nice... I have a feeling I saw this color somewhere, too. Oh, my God. Really, Weaver? Weaver, come on. Look at this. You gotta be kidding me. Are you serious? Lap time's consistent. They're actually, these guys back here running a little bit faster. They're running 32.2 flats. Guys in the front run like 30.3, so it's not much faster. We'll see that over time. That's really just people able to get off the corner. He's moving now is actually JR. He's up 7. He started in 19th. He's up to... Oh, somebody was moving around the scoreboard. That's Kohler. I'll probably see Kohler a lot. He moves around the scoreboard. He disconnects for like half a second, and he's right back immediately. So it loses track of where he is, and when it puts him back on track, it's like, oh, he's actually right here in front of us. That can end up bad. I saw it end up bad for some people. I used to be... Oh, God. I used to be a person that would blink a lot. Luckily, we got fiber optic where I live, so thank God for that. Got rid of that issue. Well, almost entirely. Everybody's gonna have blinking issues every now and then. He got loose off a 4 right there. So when you see guys down that low in the track, it's because they got loose and had to chase it on exit. And that's right there is loose. We're all trying to keep his foot in it. Oh, there we go. There he goes. Can you save it? Yep. This is one of the hardest tracks to drive. I mean, I say it is the hardest track to drive because of that right there. You want to loose the whole entire race. It's honestly more of a question of, hey, who will go with it? Not making the mistake of doing myself a sore throat like I did last time. I'm trying not to make myself a voice crack, but Kohler is coming. I'm about a 10th faster than us every single lap. He's like, probably, yeah, he was 3/10 faster that lap, but he's going to get these guys here really easily. Look for him to honestly blow by him at this point. He can just get to Allison. He might be able to pass on the inside, and his tires are kind of a lot better than everybody else's at this point. I'm going to start getting bobbled up here behind Allison. Allison's holding him up. He's not mean to hold him up. It's just his tires are so wore out that he just can't get off the corner. And when he does try to, he's about to wreck and eat the wall with him. So he's trying to keep his car straight and also not ruin everybody else behind him at the same time. I mean, he probably just really let Kohler go right there because he knows that his tires are just so shot. Pretty much just gone at this point. And he's smiling on us, just wrecks himself back there too. here, though. These guys are just kind of making small work of themselves. They're not really moving up too fast. Is that damage on car shot house? Yes, it is. So, one thing guys get to a lot is called the Darlington Stripe, where we go up and hit the wall as we have, looks like Kirker down to Smalley off of the exit of 4. He looks like he gets loose. No right. How is that not right front damage yet? He is very lucky that he does not have right front damage on that car. He's very lucky he didn't put Kyle in the wall. That's Darlington for you. Anyway, back to what I was talking to. The Darlington Stripe is when drivers just nick the wall. You're trying to get as high as you can up to it. And every now and then, you'll just get it a little bit too much. That'll happen. Nothing can be done a lot of the time. You're just like, well, I'm going to be Darlington. I'm going to have to get up on the wall. And if your car doesn't come home with a couple scratches on the side, you probably weren't driving it hard enough. As Walker and have to deal with Kohler. Kohler's probably just going to go, yeah, he'll go right by him easily. Look at Smalley now regaining some traction. Looks like long run. These two might be some drivers to look at here. But now that they have reached, actually, we'll wait till lap 40 to do it. I'd say right now, but I'm like, let's just wait one more lap. Walker's trailing Kohler. I don't know if he's going to do anything, though. Yeah, he just got loose there, too, so he's not really going to be able to do much at all, if anything, to be honest with you. James McKee, he's left, so so when we saw him come to pits, like, what, lap 19, I think he just pulled off, and he probably killed the right front so bad that he realized it was like, man, it just isn't worth being out here. And some drivers will do that. I don't blame them. That's how I feel about road courses. Michael Anthony has entered the pits. He's probably smashed the right. No, he hasn't. That right there is just paint scratches. He's down pit road. Maybe this is the plan? I don't really know. I don't think it is. Maybe he's trying to get off. The only thing I can think of is he's trying to get off cycle. Yeah, because he's off and away. 4 tires. Chris Worrell's also down too, so maybe lap 40 is when they start coming down pit road. 40, 80, 120. These must be the guys that are like, yeah, these tires was too bad. I got to come down. But look at Smalley making a rebound. Long run driver, evidently. Very long run. Walker is trying to not wreck. Kyle's going to get him here if he can get a good exit on one of these corners. The exit of really 1 and 2 or 2 is where if you hit that perfectly, you're going to see the huge run that you have down the back stretch. I mean, it's going to be absolutely massive when it gets to you. Oh, there we go. Dirt track. I have to take some dirt track stuff. I think he didn't even lift out the throttle, it looked like. As we have JR come down pit road. Can he make it down pit road is the question. And he missed it. He missed it. Yep. getting on pit road here too. Your pit road's like in the middle of the corner, so you're having to kind of guess. Oh, Shouthouse is in the wall. Was that loose? I looked away for a second there. I think Shouthouse, he's just so dang loose. Yeah, he's coming to pit road now. He's like, I get these tires off. Not want these things anymore. Not blame him. JR actually makes it down pit road. That might be his speed. He's getting all he can. I think he sped. I'm pretty sure it's a speeding penalty for him. Because he just locked down those tires. Let's see, do these guys come down pit road soon too? Or do they stay out also? They did have a pretty good gap. They had a pretty big gap, but a lot of people are pitting now. Marcus is down pit road. House is getting 4 tires and fuel, and he's off and away. Peter's down pit road. JR, of course, when he actually made it on pit road. Yep, he got a speeding penalty. That's what I thought. He's still sitting in his pits. He's been in his pit box for 32 seconds. When I saw him lock up his tires at the very end, I was like, yeah, he definitely sped. There was no thought in my mind that he didn't speed. Trust me, I'm someone who also gets all that they can getting on pit road. I mean, I don't leave anything there. Smoking the tires, just, oh my gosh. And that's what you have to do. I mean, you have to get everything you can because you know the tires are going to come off. If you lock them up, you lock them up. So what? It doesn't matter. Well, it should not matter. It doesn't matter on some tracks. Some tracks it actually does. You might not take tires like road courses, like super speedways also, you might not take them. Or that color that is lingering all the way down to the bottom there. Molly's starting to run away a little bit as these guys have gotten to almost, they've gotten past 25% of the race. Math off the top of my head for that, don't care to figure it out either. Let's go Smalley 31 and Weaver 22. I need to ask somebody if they can get me in contact with the Ryco owner. I wonder if we have any Ryco there. No, we don't have any Ryco drivers in here. Hopefully he does have him because I need to get the digits for somebody's car that they want a shirt, and I've been completely forgetting about it. I think these guys are going to run it too long. Oh, Caden Henry Oaks locks it down, slides down to the bottom, keeps it rolling. That's not going to bring on a caution. I believe he just got loose. That's what it looks like coming off the corner. Yeah, he's going to get too loose. Tries. He's in the middle of the, yeah, he's too low, and there it goes around on him. Actually, oh, just nicks the wall. He's going to be fine. Going to be completely fine with that damage. He's not going to be hurt at all from that. One thing I like about the next gens is that you can actually get a little bit of damage and can actually touch the wall, and you don't, you know, lose the whole race because of a dent in your car. As back we saw, I believe, what, Christopher Bell have like no right rear and at Michigan, and he finished like 12th. He was one of the fastest cars on the track. Make any sense? Shothouse is trying to get Ramirez. Ramirez right up there. Yes, JR is going to get his lap back here. He went, what, 1 lap down? Yeah, I believe he went 1 lap down. I mean, yes, I'm pretty sure he did. 1 lap down. Better hope. Where is he at? Is he in the red? 20. I'm looking right over his name or number. Oh, he is actually multiple. Yeah, because he got that speeding penalty. Forgot. He's what, 2? Yeah, 2 laps down. He's probably not going to be too happy with himself either. But he's definitely got some other stuff that he's way more worried about than how many laps behind he is. Now, if you guys have calmed down a little bit, we do have some pit stops that have already happened. We will go on our first commercial break. It will be side by side, however, so you will not miss anything. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing. As we are back from that commercial break, as you see Kyle Smalley, he comes down pit road, put Dylan Holland in the lead as he's now coming down pit road also. So we're going to kind of complete the cycle. Duke and Wishing still need to come down as Wishing just hit the wall there. Darlington stripe, not too bad, not going to hurt him at all. He'll be fine. But tires, these guys are probably like, thank God I got these tires off, because I guarantee you they were not having fun. This track was probably loose as it could be, and they were just sliding around everywhere. They're like, oh, okay, I can't even drive this anymore at that point for them. Not too enjoyable. Not too enjoyable.
What are you doing, step bro?
Cycle out to Duke and Wishing still have a good. Actually, it'll cycle out to Calvin. Calvin, however, he will actually have better tires than Laurel. Where will this should put Kyle in 6th. And these guys all filter out on their pit stops. I think Kyle has to be very kind of conscious about is not pushing his car too hard. I mean, he's got time to get up there. But I know some guys, they'll try to push really, really, really hard when they don't need to. He did respond to me. Thank God. I want to see how long quote is from. Then we'll the movie. You look lonely. I need to get a cyberpunk car from somebody to be painted. Here we go. I'm just checking up on this, so nothing's really happening. They're still out here. I don't know. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. So Kyle and his like main cars came at like lap 60-ish. So if Duke and Wish and stay out, let's say when Whirl and Smalley pass them. What will they cycle out to? Finally. They're losing a lot of time. I mean, they're a whole second or whole 2 seconds slower. They're not having a good time. And now it looks like they're not super loose though, surprisingly. Let's actually look cockpit view. Duke's car here. Actually, don't see a very loose car there from him, to be honest with you. I mean, it looks like he's actually got it under control. Normally you'd see this guy's wiggling around a lot, but you really don't see him moving the wheel very much. That's what you want to see. As Wishing and Weaver's down again? Yes, he's down again. Wishing had to come down pit road eventually, so it only leaves Duke out as he's now coming down pit road. So he lasted to lap 76. Like lap 150-ish, I believe. Yeah, take him to lap 150-ish. Oh, somebody is sliding, and that is Caden Henry Oaks. I think he got some help there. That did not sound, where is he at? There he is. I think he might have got some help. We're going to go back and rewind that. There's a lot of cars around him. Might have gotten ran over. And I believe he's actually loose to begin with. Yeah, car just steps out on him right middle of the turn. He's driving it. Kohler doesn't touch him. He just got loose on his own. Those tires are hot now. He's going to have some fun with that. You go deal with that, bud. As Josh Duke, he is out and away. He will go 1 lap down as these guys are now fighting for positions up here. The old tires, their older tires are starting to wear out a little bit, and the fresher ones are starting to come through a little bit faster. I was actually managed to get ahead of this group back here. or up there. Anthony just pulled a Kyle Larson coming off the corner. Just riding it around, seeing if the car will turn. I don't know what that means. Go look it up. As Caden has apparently, he's wrecked again. He's spun down the front stretch. Same spot as last time, if I had to guess. Yep, same spot. Oh, almost the same spot. Gets loose, treks. Oh, ooh. Noses it into the outside wall, rolls back down, hits the inside wall. Somehow doesn't blow the car up, but destroys that right front and knocks the toe in. See it slanted, and it's not supposed to be. He probably can't even turn. I had to guess. See if he can turn still. Okay, he can actually still turn. That's amazing. As is Peters trying to get a draft off of him? I think he was. Interesting thing to try. Dude, he's back down? Did he get a penalty? I believe he got a penalty. Let's go back and see. We're going to have to rewind pretty far back, too, so we're not going to miss anything. If the caution does come out, I will get a notification for it, though. So he comes out of pit. Yeah, he definitely got a penalty. He came down pit, and he's back off pit road now. Yep. He got a penalty, so that kind of throws his plan out the window. I believe he's, what, two laps down now? Three laps down. Kyle's just running away with it. Kohler's still trying to catch him. Worrell, I'm surprised Worrell stayed where he is. Pretty good job so far. You got, looks like the 71 of Zach Lindgren. As Wawa sponsored sponsored 4 cars at Daytona for the race that they sponsored in the Xfinity series. And I think like all but one got wrecked out, I think. I don't know, maybe. Possibly. I really want to watch back here. Where was this group at? Right? Yeah, right around here is where we're going to see a lot of stuff. This Walker has struggled. I mean, he was up front, now he's just struggled. I think once he drove the tires off of it, he realized, oh, I did that completely wrong. So we should see more pits as Peters shoots down to the inside. That's a Squatch soap paint scheme. I believe that's what, yes it is. I actually smelled that years ago and it was very good. You have to get that delivered. I don't think they sell that in store now. Or I don't think they've ever sold it in store. Is that going side by side up here? Now that 71's coming. He hit on lap 64 too, so he's got fresh tires than everybody in front of him. He's got world beat by. Let me just put that 18. That's not correct. 22 laps. Yeah, and you can see it. Sorry. Yeah. Holland's got world beat by 22 laps on his tires. He's got Kirker beat by 2, Kohler by 3, Kyle Smalley by 2 also. Side note, just remember that paint scheme. Larson will be running in the Xfinity race again this weekend at Darlington. I'm still waiting for that Cup win at Darlington. He's been so close. So close in 2021. He was so close in he wasn't really close last year. He had the freaking blown engine. I'll tell you what, he had the worst luck with engines last year, especially in the playoffs. But that was weird. After and he won that race against everybody was like, oh my gosh, he moved Chase Elliott out of the way. It's kind of odd that he got a lot of blown engines after that. I mean, I remember that he was blowing. I think he blew 4 in a row. I know Daytona, Darlington, he had engine problems. They got that fixed. Came back from being like 3 laps down. What else was more tracks? There's more tracks, but I'm gonna say he hasn't had those this year, but I'm just gonna shut up. Around. This is Lindgren, Adams. Wait, no, it's not Adams. Yes, it is Adams. I'm having a hard time finding these guys' names because they're at the board. So Adams will lose that spot to Lindgren. Adams is also, yeah, he's on really worn tires also. Holland is running some of the fastest laps up here. Molly's still a little bit faster. I mean, just barely, too. Not that much. It's like 200s faster, which is 0.02 faster. So he's not, like, absolutely pulling away from him by any means at all. All right, all right, all right. Build the wall. We've actually got 2 drivers. Caden's left. Berto's back down pit road as he overslid his pit box. I think, yes. No, he did not. Wow, that's amazing. He did not overslide it. Adams is back down. He was down, what, 40? 40.92. So we're halfway through. I don't know what he's doing. It's interesting. I don't know what his play is here. I don't know what his technique. Yes, technique. What? I don't know why I said technique. What his strategy here? How is that in his box? I guess it's only the tires. It has to be only the tires. I've luckily made myself not able to see because I smeared my glasses. Well, I can see without them. I'm just wearing when I'm on the computer. Man, I want to watch some anime now. Haven't had time to in a long time. I want to watch some. I'm going to watch some on Monday. I might watch some tonight. You know what? Let's watch some tonight. I don't know. I have that sudden desire to do that. Or Sword Art Online. I already know what that is. I get it. Hopefully they came out with a lot more stuff that I haven't watched in forever. Literally forever. Oh my gosh, they got this dubbed. I think my life has now been complete. At least one of these. Smalley, he's just sitting there. He's actually running faster laps now. He hasn't really having to fight. He's running 30.24s. These guys back here running 30.50s. Kyle has pretty much some of the freshest tires up here too, so he's not. He should be. He's in a good position right now. Currently, he doesn't have to really worry about much.
Duke is still trying to sort his way. He'll probably get back to,
I think, one lap down when these guys pit in front of him.
I don't think he'll get all the way back on the lead lap. Just because of how his pit situation is.
I do like kind of like to talk about some other stuff in racing. Y'all ever wish that you were kind of born in almost like a different time? I kind of wish I was born in like the 90s, or like early 90s. I don't know why. I kind of wish that that's when I was born. It's like, stuff was like, sports were a big thing, and nobody was dumb. We didn't have the I'm a he, I'm a him. We don't have that. We didn't have the mentally ill stuff that we do today. I think I would have enjoyed that. It looks like it was a fun time to be alive. And then we had 9/11 and all other stuff, so it probably wouldn't have been. But this 71 is going to start walloping Kirker here in a minute. He is all over him. I think Holland might be a new driver. I haven't saw his name before on anything. So it's very possible that he's a completely new driver. Or I just haven't really noticed him the whole entire day. Somebody just cut up in front. That's lingering. This is Wishing and Whirl. Lindgren, he has fresh tires, so that's why they went around him so fast. Anthony's back out on track. He pitted lap 97. Roberto has left. He's probably smashed in the right front. He just realized it's not even worth trying to fix it. And Shothouse is down too. Down pit road, that is. So he comes with 80 laps left. This might be a strategy call from him. Smalley's probably going to stay out. I don't want to do that. Huh. Like, have y'all, like, ever, listened to something, like, audio-wise that, man, are you kidding me? What's going on with this stuff? To the Ghost Racing account, because this is not normal for any of this. Yeah, completely my fault. I know most of y'all left, and I wouldn't blame you. Yeah, because this stream is just not wanting to get where it should. I don't know why either. A lot of frame losses. That may have explained what was happening to me earlier. May have very well been my connection to something. Before these guys go, there comes a 71. There he is. So, but the problem is he's got to go make up 9 seconds on Kyle. Kyle's that far ahead of all this group. do have a caution out here. I was going to say, I did see something for Walker Thomas. It said that he had crashed, but I wasn't completely sure if that was actually true or not. But evidently it is, so we'll go back and see what happened here. Walker, what happened with him? Gets ran over by JR here, I had to guess, because JR has fresh tires. No, he just gets loose, and JR can't do anything, and there goes JR. And hits the inside wall. That's not on JR. You're going to see if I go from the rear view. Probably no contact here, and it just steps out on him. So, loose right there. It looks like he got hit, but he didn't. And then, I think, did JR get net coded into him again? Right there. Yeah, that's a net code, because look at this right here. Look at JR's car suddenly speed up. So he hits him once, so he's off of him right here. Off of him, off of him, off of him. Then watch Wishing come by. That throws JR into him again. That sends him up into Peters, and that's probably honestly what gave JR that damage. If he wouldn't have had that happen to him, he probably would have been completely fine. But we have pit stops happening, though. These drivers will be happy that this wasn't in the middle of pit stops. Some guys won't. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. Didn't like wood. He did. Shot house. He barely got. Honestly, might be unsafe pit entry there. He didn't realize where the cone was. NFL players that didn't go to college. That's surprising. More workers could get overtime pay. Wow, it's almost like they should. Some of these guys will be happy to get a wave around one of their laps back at least. So we'll have about 60 laps left here when they go green. We have 59, I believe. But I'm going to get some of these really quick animations out of the way because I did not do these earlier.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving, it feels real.
It adds so much to the
As we will go back to this screen instead because I don't have any other time to deal with the other one that we have coming up here. Pace car will pull in this time by Kyle Smalley. Will lead them back to green. Aiden Kirker on his inside. Starter will have the flag in his hand. Only one caution here so far. As the green flag is back in the air and Kirker gets spun off the nose. It might be Dylan Holland right there. Stay green, however. Oh, we got some air to the other round. That's Brian Jones goes around. Everybody scatters to avoid him, and he comes down the track, and he gets Yarnell. And that breaks the totaling of Nathan Yarnell's Cat Chevy Camaro. Can't turn at all. But there was literally 2 wrecks that happened here. So let's go back and watch Kirker. Did he just get on too hard? haven't touched just a little bit. Maybe just a tad. Gets on it. Nope, just goes sideways on him. He tries to put down too much power. That's what happens. This is a low downforce, high horsepower package. These cars. So we'll look and see what happened to Aiden Kirker here too. Not Kirker. That's the wrong person. Jones. As trying to go hard on fresh tires, gets loose, overcorrects it, hits the inside wall. He's fine there, and he gets ran over by Weaver. Weaver had nowhere to go, and then he lets go of the brakes, and then, oh, Yarnell's an innocent bystander in that. Let it roll down the hill, and I know somebody's going to be not too happy with that. That brings these guys back down pit road, so we'll go under another commercial break here. We'll be side by side, of course, so y'all will not be missing anything.
I played a couple of simulators, and this was like very responsive. Especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
As we're back live here. Looks like lap 130 is when we will get the green. Kyle Smalley will lead them back there. Starter has a flag in his hand. Caution is out. Loose off of the exit of 3 right there. If I had to guess, might have gotten some taps. No, he just gets loose. And steps out on him. Yeah, and then he comes down the track, and then that's not Adam's fault. Looks like he doesn't really get that much damage, though, because he hits it pretty flush with the side of the car. And I'm completely sorry about this stream. I don't know what in the world is going on with this. And side note, I want to see what I am in the time attacks at the moment. 118. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be ridiculously hard to get into the top end. Shave off like 310 somehow. Nice. 300 somehow. At Daytona. Be a lot harder than what I thought it would be. And I don't know why I'm having frame loss either, because my internet's completely fine right now. Nothing's not loading for me. It may just be you just need to restart the computer. But again, don't have time for that. Literally right in the middle of a race. So yeah, kind of can't do that. The heck of Detective, yeah, detective. Good English, me. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, this is gonna be interesting here. Well, that's the Five Nights at Freddy's final trailer. That's also coming out uh end of next or the start of next year, maybe. Maybe. Not completely sure. Russian guy blows grenade. Oh. Oh. Airsoft grenade. I was gonna say, if that was a real grenade, how is he still alive? They just took their chews there. But Allison, he just got loose. We're gonna see that a lot in these cold tires, especially. Cold tires are gonna be ridiculously hard to deal with. Once they get warm after a little bit, you kind of got like 15 laps of good tires. And then it goes out. Then it goes away after that.
Ada.
I wonder if he knows this. As Hayes' car will pull in here, and green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Somewhat make it off a 3 and 4 there. We did have Michael Anthony in the wall, but they keep it straight for a little bit longer. As Lindgren slides up behind Thomas. Thomas was just in a wreck too, but look at him being back up here. As there goes Peters, shoots down the track. He saves it, keeps it going. We're going to see a lot of guys being loose. A lot of guys being loose. I'm not going to be surprised if we see people just sliding everywhere. The 71, I kept on noticing him. He kept just slowly just working his way up here every single time. Yeah, Warren, I was going to say, yeah, this is... I know it's getting bad. I don't know what's going on, and that's completely on me. I have no clue why it's so laggy like it is. Because I think it honestly may be OBS, may just be something else that I don't remember, but we'll... I'm gonna do some laps on board here, but we can't do that right now because there's nobody there. That sucks. Do not want to make it too close for y'all as Brendan Cole is just shooting around the track. Kohler and Lindgren going at it here. Kohler's going to slide up in front of Lindgren. Put a little bit more throttle into it just to kind of... And that's what you kind of got to do at some tracks. You just have to realize, you know, I'm going to sacrifice a little bit of tire just to get ahead. Just gas it up, tap it a little bit more, just so I can get it just that much more ahead of him. Holland, I think Holland might have something for Smalley here. Smalley is a little bit of a longer run driver. We'll actually... We'll do everybody on the lead lap here. I think that'll be a good kind of midway for us. We'll get that set up here. We kind of got halfway, but we'll just have to restart from where we were. as we are back. Looks like Walker Thomas, he's actually gotten the lead. I was looking at that. Kyle Smalley's long run driver again. We saw that earlier on. Walker will have to fend off from the 71. As that 71, he is all over him. But I did see the 71 when I was on board with him about fishtailing that car off the corner. I don't know how the heck he didn't just destroy himself. Kyle's coming back a little bit. I don't know if he's got 30 more laps. Pretty much 30 laps to do it. He does. He's maybe lap 170 is when he probably needs to start turning it up again. It's kind of honestly the time that we saw him. Start gaining back on everybody else. Kyle's going to go up under Dylan. Dylan's going to disappear and give Kyle that spot. Kyle should be able to set sail here. Try to go for the people in front of him. Walker, he is driving the wheels. Every time I hand to him, it's like he's about to wreck. Every single time he's about to wreck. And it's honestly interesting too, because I'm like, this thing's gonna die in the next corner. He doesn't. It's gonna come back and bite him. I promise you that. It's gonna come back and get him eventually. It's gonna take a little bit for it to come back and get him. Once it comes back and bites you, though, oof, it's not a fun feeling. To keep watching Smalley's interval. There's a little bit there, but I'm gonna stay the same. One thing that drivers are always honestly kind of peeled on is the dang interval that they're looking at. I want to see who's so far out ahead of each other. He loses a little bit there, but again, he has a lot of time to do so. I don't think he has to worry about Dylan. He probably might be pushing a little bit more, and Dylan's in the wall there, as he's going to give that spot to Colder. Yeah, he's going to have to. He hits it twice, but so close to it that when he hits it again, it really doesn't damage the car. Probably heated up the right front just a little bit, maybe just a tad. Not too bad though for him. Kohler, every time I see Kohler go blank, I think he's out of the race. Walker kind of slowly edging his way out here. I mean, very slowly, not by much at all. Kohler's trying to get around Kirker. He is incredibly loose there. Excuse me. Right. This headset it's very slippery on one side, so I went to go grab it and adjust it, and it's kind of slipped on my hand. Completely forgot about that. I'm now starting to swing back a little bit. Smalley ran a tenth faster that lap. And the way Walker's driving it, it's still fast. Yeah, he is driving the life out this car. I mean, y'all might have not really saw it. Kind of takes a little bit more to look at it, but he was sideways again. And I did say again because he has been driving that thing stupidly hard. I don't know how he's not. Just absolutely ripped it apart. It's now slowly swinging again. I believe I can actually pull up the diff. Yes, I can. Pull it up there. So when it goes green, that is when Smalley has picked up time on him. When it goes red, that's when Smalley has lost time to him. Yes, that is correct. So what we want to see right, or what Walker wants to see right now is red. That's what he wants to see is a shit ton of red. Yes, I did cuss. I don't care. Yeah, looks like Dylan, he's actually probably wore out the tires. There it is. Again, he's been driving the wheels off this thing. I've seen a lot of people do that, and I think it's going to end up getting them back. A little bit lost there. I think if Kyle, how is he driving his car? He's a little bit looser, but I don't see him really smashing the throttle. Yeah, he's keeping his throttle control where he needs it to. He's not giving it full throttle when he's completely sideways and about to wipe himself out. I got this fake tattoo. I'm trying not to scratch it, but it's got some itchy on my arm. It's already falling apart on my dang elbow. Like, it is completely gone on my elbow. Probably gonna get a real one. I'm probably gonna get a half sleeve. I do like how this looks on the sleeve at least. I kind of like the full sleeve, to be honest with you, but I just hate the elbow part. I do think that it does look nice. It does look very nice down the side of my arm. But it's really not moved anywhere now because it's really stayed at like a second and a half so far. I mean, Walker, he has 10 laps left. So just don't make a huge mistake. Well, I say don't make a huge mistake. That's easier said than done. Especially at this track. It's kind of, you bobble once and then you almost kind of start to panic. You're like, oh, no, 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 no. And then you realize that it just kind of goes bad after that. Then you're in the wall. You're like, well, this is interesting now. Oh, we have a caution out here. What is this for? Somebody is down on the apron there. I see him now. Who is that, though? Didn't give me a notification. Go to the blimp view. I saw somebody on the bottom. It didn't tell me who had wrecked, however. I have to go for everybody here, I guess. Go blimp view on all of them. Somebody was down on the apron. Don't think it's a 71. You guys are down the road at the same time. I'm trying to find what this caution is out for, though. Let's go to the time. Okay, they're still on track right here. Weaver, no, no, no. No, I don't see why it's thrown. Yeah, I don't know why this is evidently under caution still. I'll tell you who wins the race out of pit road also at the same time, but I'm really trying to find why this caution was thrown. I'm confused myself. I think it should tell me that when the caution came out, though. Let me see where it does say that. Yeah, it says yellow flag. As Allison actually won the race off pit road with a 2-tire stop, 9-second stop. What is this caution for? Nothing there, nothing there, nothing there. No, no, no. No, no. I don't know why the caution was thrown. Colder, maybe? No? And I genuinely don't. Okay, I hear it. Oh, it's Kirker. That's who it is. It's loose off of 4, it looks like. There overcorrects and locks it down, lets it roll. That's actually the backstretch. Lets it roll, tries to get back to it again. And that brought out the caution? Oh, wow, okay. Wow, I did not think that would bring out a caution. It must have been triggered by iRacing because I'm surprised by that. All right, that's okay. I was so confused. It took me a while to find that because of that. It's going to be interesting, Calvin. Takes 2 tires. We got multiple ways this is going to end up. Good or bad? What am I going to choose? The bad. Why? Because I've watched racing enough. And 2 tires... Well, he has 4 laps to go, though. He also has right front damage. Yeah, I don't think that this is going to end up too good for him at all. You're going to see why you don't do this. Albums, screenshots. Holy crap, that's a lot of screenshots. Lights do go off on the pace car here, so it will have 4 laps left. They do grab the green flag, so this is going to be interesting. So you can hold on to the win here, or so you can get the win here to begin with. Pace car will pull in here. Calvin Allison is the control driver for the restart. Starter will have the flag in his hand. Green flag is in the air, and we have a wreck. As soon as they get the green flag, caution will come out. Again, this is not the same caution Walker Thomas got turned here, as this is a big stack up. Try to get on the gas too hard. Steps out. Yep, puts Kyle in the wall. Kirker goes around. Adams gets involved. Kohler's involved. JR is involved. These guys have nowhere to go after all that's just clogged for them there. We'll take him to a green-white checkered attempt action. Calvison's probably happy that this happened because he doesn't have to worry about those guys behind him. They're going to have a little bit of damage. But a little bit of damage can be a a lot. But now these guys have gone on their, fifth caution. We're not going to really have much. Not really anybody notable is going to go down pit road or anything. So we're going to go to a commercial break here, and we should be back by the time they are going to be going green. Ghost Racing Network now has merch. Go to grnmerch.com to browse our selections from stickers to custom-made by request hoodies and shirts. If you've ever wanted to support Ghost Racing Network outside of YouTube, here's your chance. Ghost Racing Network, for the scary side of iRacing.
I played a couple of simulators and this was like very responsive, especially the hydraulics and stuff, the motion and stuff was really, really on point.
Make you feel like you're really driving. It feels real.
It adds so much to the experience. It's just really, really cool.
It was pretty awesome.
Sorry, as we are back here, didn't realize that had ended. So it's going to be green-white checkered attempt here for you all. Money racing event that was put on. Okay, not seeing stuff here. Pace car will pull in here though. Calvin Allison will lead them back to green, see if everybody can get their tires up under them and trying to get back to the throttle too aggressive, and it's been costing a lot of them here. Star's gonna hold that flag there as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Could have Dylan Hall in a wreck, but we stay green. Allison one more time around. 2 tires versus 4. However, Shildhouse has 4, and Allison will get in the wall. It's going to hurt him here. Shildhouse going to try to go down to the bottom. Trying to pass on the bottom is really hard. They're going to be plowing tight from Allison. Allison gets in the wall. Trying to still hold off Shildhouse. Shildhouse is going to have to deal with Kirker on the bottom. 3 wide here. Going to be going into 4. Will Kirker sailed on in there? He kind of will, kind of won't. Allison will hit the wall. That will turn Kirker. Lingering on the bottom now. Allison will get loose as they are wrecking everywhere. And Kyle Smalley will come through all of that, and he will win. Good Lord. That was like the Xfinity race early this year that Larson ended up winning. Well then, that was interesting. Kyle Allison. Kyle Smalley will win the race. I was saying Calvin. Oh, Lord. That was interesting. We'll watch him do his burnout there. We'll pull up the finishing order here now. Let me get in the Discord here. So we will bring in, that's qualifying. I thought I was fit to race. Top 3 drivers we will bring in. Let's see David Shildhouse first. Here we go. Hey David, this is Bryce in the booth. Get a copy, man.
Yeah, Bryce, I got you.
And so you come home 3rd after whatever that finish was. But, you know, how did the race go for you overall, though? Because it seems like you were kind of about mid-upper pack the whole entire time.
Yeah, I was pretty irrelevant for most of this race, Bryce. I just wasn't very good. But stuck with it, got a lucky dog, and, you know, just put myself in position to fight for it. I'm still trying to figure out what the hell just happened on that last lap. I'm really not happy about it. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I'm not really thrilled about what just took place. It's not great. It's really just not great all around.
I was going to say that kind of looked like the ending of the Xfinity race that Larson won. But, you know, what was going through your head those really last 3 laps? Because you had fresher tires than Allison there, so you had an advantage over him.
Yeah, it starts with the strategy to start behind him, hoping to beat the 39 into 1, hoping the 39 didn't get a good launch, which he didn't. So I was correct in choosing behind Allison, and knowing that I had better tires than him, it was going to take a lap, because even 4 fresh tires, it just didn't give you a lot of grip for a couple of laps. So he really did have I didn't have an advantage with 4 fresh tires, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But I knew I was going to have a run at him out of 2. He hit the wall out of 2. I just didn't have anywhere to go. I didn't have the right angle on my exit. And then the 39 just came with a run, which I get. But when you enter turn 3 on the flat at Darlington,
You're going to
there's
wash
already
up.
2 cars racing side by side. I don't know what he expected to happen. So he wrecks the 28 and checks everybody up, and then they just keep wrecking. And the 5 Mickey Mouses his way to another win. So congrats to him, but I'm not really thrilled about how that all transpired there in 3 and 4.
Yeah, I know. So how slick was, you know, this track here tonight? Because it seems like a lot of people were having to deal with that here.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. It was a much greater challenge than we faced in the spring. It was a pretty stark difference, to be honest with you, of how much grip and the way that the cars drove and the overall feel of the race in the spring versus what we had here tonight. It was a struggle for grip. The right rear went away really fast until the sun went down, and then the balance sort of shifted back to being on the right front. But I just struggled with it. Again, I was a 7th to 8th pace car at best, really. So to finish third here in the first race of the playoffs, I have to think big picture. It's just I've lost so many FCRL races in so many unthinkable ways, Bryce, and this is yet another one to add into that book. And I'm getting sick of adding chapters of that book.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I don't have anybody on my car, but I appreciate everybody who tuned in and watched on the Ghost Racing Network, everyone that supports FCRL, our presenting sponsor as well, and of course everybody at twitch.tv/Shieldhouse. The children got themselves a whale of a show tonight. They're entertained, but disappointed like I am that we're not in victory lane.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good third place finish tonight, man. That was David Shothouse. He's third place driver. We'll bring in the second place driver and Marcus Adams. Hey, Marcus, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, so I don't even know what that finish was, but what was going through your head that last lap? I mean, you evidently come home second, but what was going through your head when you especially saw what was happening in 3 and 4?
Honestly, I have no clue what happened. I didn't.
Change of emotions for you there in the matter of about like 8 minutes.
Yeah. First of all, I wasn't expecting that kind of speed on a long run because last time we were here, I was absolutely horrible. Like I just burned up the right front and it wouldn't turn, and everyone would just pass me. But for some reason tonight, it just clicked. But yeah, when that caution came out, kind of sucked. I'm not really good on the short run, and when these sets are kind of like this, so I was way better in the long run. So I knew I was going to lose 2 or 3 positions, and I think I ended up losing 2 or 3. I got back to it though. And then I just wasn't able to catch Walker, but yeah, that final restart, the seas just parted, I guess. I got lucky, but I'll take it.
I say, because I saw it and I was like, I mean, that looked like the finish of the Xfinity race that Larson won, but
Right.
did you like when that caution came out? Like the one that you got when you got back to Allison, were you kind of relieved to see that come out because it looks like you weren't able to get back to Allison there, even though you were shaving off a little bit of time here and there? Or not Allison, sorry, Thomas.
I mean, not really, just because it was going to make for another short run, and then I'm not doing the short run, and then I think Walker spun his tires on the restart, and so I got damage from that. So I was just hoping to get a top 5 just to salvage a good day, a good points day, but yeah, the last restart really helped me out.
That was a odd finish there, but you were, how did the car feel the whole entire night? Because it seems like you were pretty much up front the whole night there.
Yeah, so I was just able to run that bottom in 3 and 4, and I think that's what really helped me a lot, and it saved my right side tires. And then I noticed when I was catching Brendan, when I passed him for the lead, that I was able to really gain on him in 1 and 2, especially in turn 1. But I mean, the track felt like on ice all night, and that's really not my strong suit, so I don't know how I did it, to be honest.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank, any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
I want to thank Under Pressure for sponsoring the league. We really appreciate it, JR and I. You for broadcasting. Jared over at Elite Designs for making all of our cars look good. Everyone at Balls Out Racing. And yeah, that's about it.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go. Good win here tonight, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
That was the race winner in Kyle Smollett. We will go over the finishing order here now. First, Kyle Smollett. Second, Marcus Adams. Third, David Shothouse after that weird finish. We'll just say that much. I don't even know what in the world happened there. Fourth, Jordan Weaver. Fifth, Brendan Kohler. Sixth, Aiden Kirker. Seventh, Brian Jones. Eighth, Jared Wishon. Ninth, Calvin Allison. 10th, Walker Thomas. 11th, Zach Lindgren. 12th, Chris Worrell. 13th, Dylan Holland. 14th, J.R. Houston. 15th, Michael Anthony. 16th, Brad Peters. 17th, Josh Duke. 18th, Nathan Yarnell. 19th, Roberto Ramirez. 20th, Caden Henry Oaks. And 21st, James McKee. Again, I'm sorry for this stream being so weird. I don't know what in the world was going on with the internet or with OBS in general. I'm gonna have to see what that was about. That was completely on my end. I don't like that it ended up like that, but I'm gonna roll this animation and I will let y'all go because I have some schoolwork to do.